once you hit 6, you're good. Your hero's fine. Like, it's gonna do all the things that your hero's supposed to do. You have a hero that has a really easy mechanism for denying wards. So you're almost always gonna win the vision game when you're just trading up against other heroes. And right now, there's a dearth of heroes that can effectively trade with offlaners, and Zeus is probably pretty good at that. You just get a bunch of clarities and spam Mark Lightning. Like
he's got 3 clarities. He's ready.
It's kind of a weird situation because you know, you typically see GH playing heroes like the Sand King.
Yeah. Mid-born playmaker heroes.
Yeah. Okay, so independent of the teams, whose draft do you feel like better?
So there's 2 factors here, because I'm not really convinced by the Zeus support, but I'm also not convinced by the Earth Spirit's support. That being said, it is a Tim's Earth Spirit, and I know that he is really good at the hero. So I would imagine I actually like TNC's draft a little bit more in this case.
Okay.
And that is mostly because of the Zeus.
Fair.
And I'm not too much of a fan of Lone Druid either. So.
I'm gonna get all my predictions right now, by the way.
Okay.
Битва начинается.
I'm feeling quite confident about this as TNC. Look at this trap that they've set.
Yep.
They can get both.
They are going to try to get both. Kuroki's going to be the first target. He is going to try to burrow himself away, maybe chase him about a bit, buying some time for Miracle to get out, but Miracle was fine regardless. He also didn't see skill doppelganger yet. He's not forced to do that. He's also thinking he's fine to go back to base. That might have been a little bit too greedy of him. The Jewel Breath misses though. That means that...
Oh, this is really cool. Kuku can now level his Blink because he knows that the mid PL doesn't have his what's it called? Spirit Lance? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should get the first word in that.
GH is gonna hang out with a bit, seeing if Miracle needs any help. But just like that, also Kuroki is hanging mid as well. So let's take a look at who's playing what. We still like to introduce everybody. Kuku on the Queen of Pain, on the side of TNC, Dire side. We've got Sam H on the Bat Rider on bot lane. We have Tim's on his signature Earth Spirit. Jakiro for 1437. And last but not least, it is Raven on the Lycan. On the side of Team Liquid, Mind Control is playing the Beastmaster. He's going to get some company from his teammate Kuroki on the Sand King, but he's first going to see Tim's rolling in. There's a Jewel Breath as well, slowing him down. The Lycan Howl is there, but there's not enough damage, and the tower scares them off, just like Kuroki scares them off as well. He's got that Burrow Strike available, but didn't need to use it at all. In the mid lane, it is Miracle on the Phantom Lancer, and on bottom, it's a dual lane at the moment with Tubaman's Lone Druid, another signature hero there, and GH on the Zeus that we also saw hanging about mid earlier.
Everything's going pretty good right now for Liquid. They were tops in CS, but not a lot of conclusions that you can draw just off the beginning of this game. Nothing too severe has happened. For me anyways, Sam H getting this amount of levels in this bottom lane already is really promising. We talked about how Zeus is probably going to trade, but it doesn't seem that effective.
Oh, he's just walking back and forth, he's getting the runes, seeing where he goes back middle or maybe back bottom. Maybe gets more runes. There's an Invis rune actually at the bottom spot.
Yeah, and Miracle just going to doppel walk forward and...
Oh, he might pay
he doesn't
for
have
that
it.
one. Doesn't have a double walk, and they know this too. Tim's, he's taking a lot of damage. Gets the kickoff still. Kuku chasing out Miracle. That
Miracle should be dead here.
There is GH helping out. The Fairy Fire is not keeping Miracle alive. GH is
Kuku's
looking for
really
the kill.
low.
Kuroki will get the burrow out, take the kill.
That's that support duo. You doubted it, Shiver, but
I did.
Look at them go. Let's ignore the fact that their PL died first.
But at the same time, you got a Lone Druid and a Beastmaster on the top and bottom lane, and those two don't need that much help, so they actually can help out mid a lot. They are free to rotate like that, without too many consequences that are negative for the other lanes.
Yeah. The interesting thing for me right now, this Bat Rider, not sure what Liquid solution is going to be about it, just because Matama Man, like, this isn't the best one-on-one situation for him in general. And this top wave, this Beastmaster, doing a pretty good job actually. He has 9 CS, despite the fact that he was originally against 3 different heroes. This dual lane though up at top shouldn't accomplish too much, so instead Kuro, who stacked one time, is just going to sandstorm these up. Probably the correct play to make, since there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, it's getting some levels on the board, and then not hindering the Beastmaster too much. He
Well,
doesn't need help right now. Oh,
You really want the level 2. You get an extra 100 range on your stun.
yeah. In the burrow. You want to your level 3.
Yeah. But where's he gonna go? Is the question that I want to pose to you, just because.
To get experience, you mean?
Well, just
Or once he has it?
yeah, because he can't really go mid because Cuckoo shouldn't die if he has blink. The only reason he dies there is because they all in committed on Miracle, right? In the first place, is Miracle gonna get jumped on again? And
Yeah.
it looks like this should be a kill. He's gonna pop his Fairy Fire, but so will Cuckoo, and that's a solo kill. And
That's a return kill, but still the experience going the way of
oh, GH,
Pain.
poor GH.
GH is getting run down. This is
Oh, he juked him.
well, but
But did he?
I mean, nope, not enough. That's gonna be a dead Zeus.
They're
And
just getting solo killed.
yeah. The turn rate is also so low that even if he wants to turn around, to still do some damage with that Bat Rider, he doesn't even get any spells off.
Blink was committed by Queen of Pain, so they want to make a move on this. Miracle gonna throw out that lance. They want to chase this down. There's gonna be a time period where there's kill potential here.
Yeah, 2 seconds for the blink. Cuckoo will be able to make it out, and there's a Jakiro coming in as well, making sure that they can't chase under that tower. And oh, not just oh, Tim's got stuck by some neutrals. That courier revealed Tim's position as well. Is taking the long way around back. GH having a bit of Cuckoo trouble right now. Cuckoo jumping in. He has got the damage to take GH down. GH does as much damage as he can.
Cuckoo doesn't have blink.
Has got a burrow strike available just now. That courier's just hanging out there in the air, trying to be a bait, making sure that they can't hit Kuroki perhaps, Cuckoo perhaps, and they did not hit Kuroki. And
Tims
gets out as
gets out
well.
too.
They're just getting out, and it's Shrine time. It's 5 minutes 20. Shrine's just up. And
It's Shrine time.
It's, I mean, TNC just styled on them. I don't normally use that because I don't like to say that, but they actually just made everything working out in their favor.
You don't like to say styled on them, but you're willing to say Shrine time? That sounds like the worst talk show of all time. It's Shrine time. Oh, mid lane.
Shrine time. It was the first time I
Cuckoo.
said that. He is having a blink. He's gonna need it. There's no mana for the Burrow Strike, unfortunately. For
They will Shrine time themselves at bottom.
Oh, Bat Rider is gonna get some help, but it's not gonna be in time for him. But they might get the return kill anyway. They do indeed.
Definitely do. But solo XP for Matama Man.
Yes.
Killing a level 5 Bite Rider. Not the worst exchange that they've had. Like in terms of gold, slightly goes ahead for TNC, but you have to commit 2 supports down at bottom for that. So Mind Control, the wave is going to push in for him a little bit. And at the same time, Liquid knows that there is a stack here, which is most likely going to go for this Bat Rider. Go towards this Bat Rider, I should say.
Силы тьмы используют сканирование.
Dire scanning. Oh, they want to see if there's someone waiting on the high ground. Cuckoo, getting some help. Miracle's fine. GH is around there as well. GH is level 3. And as you said, when he reaches level 6, that's basically what he's there for. So levels are kind of important for the supports in this game, or at least for him specifically. We already had the Sentient level 3, and level 2 Burrow Strike helping out. And overall in levels, it is TNC supports that are doing a little bit better with the Jakiro and level 4.
Yeah, this game going much better, and it's less of a cluttered game, because in the last game, there's a sense of foreboding, right?
Yeah.
Where you run into this Huskar and you're like, guys, we have to do everything we can to deal with this Huskar, and if we don't, the game's going to be over. We've got to win the other 2 lanes. But no, you can take the game at a much more even approach this game.
Oh, the Burrow Strike. He popped his wall form. He might be able to get out. He's taking a lot of damage, but it's not enough to take him down. And Liquid, I gotta have to watch him run away with an inch of his life, but no level 6 on GH, so they can't punish that. He's actually
Oh,
going
mid
for
lane,
the
Miracle.
Miracle.
He's trying to get the ulti off.
Yeah, there's one Sonic Wave available, but he's not going for that anymore.
He was so afraid.
Yeah.
He queued it up. He cancelled it like 4 different times because
You know that the doppelganger
that's
is
embarrassing.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of time for Miracle to get that off either, but
But if anybody can do it, it is Miracle.
yeah, that's the respect that you just simply show.
Hey, look, it's Shrine time.
It's
I'm gonna say that every time now. No,
it's
I
Shrine
won't.
o'clock.
No, oh.
You started it. I'm trying to help finish it so that we never say that again.
I mean, that's fair enough. We'll get bored of it. Top lane, we got Mind Control waiting in the wings, maybe trying to get a kill on Jakiro. If he is able, he's probably able to chase Jakiro. Jakiro is a very slow hero, especially when you have got the boar helping you out. Nice kill.
but boyfriend died for that.
You know, sacrifice.
Somebody's got to die for the cause.
Yep.
Mind
What
control.
happened to Creep Lives Matter?
They don't. That it's not really a creep. It's like your buddy that you
But
just
that's
watched
even
die.
worse.
In a way. But I don't have friends, so it doesn't matter to
Wow.
me.
That hurts.
Oh, Tim's is spotted here. He's gonna lay down the sentry. He kind of understands.
His vision right there. But it's just DH too, though. We did miss a kill. I missed a kill.
Now he gets it.
Yep, he got the Sonic Wave off at the right time, and Miracle had Doppelganger available. He didn't get it off in time.
That time he threw it anyways.
Yeah.
He's like, screw you, Miracle. You're not that good.
I mean, you gotta try. Yeah, right? You gotta try. So he
Yeah.
tried. He did take a lot of damage himself. So
You watch basketball at all?
no.
It's like when guys are afraid to get dunked on, so they don't even take effort. They don't want to get embarrassed, but
It's like me playing Pudge.
yeah, you just gotta do it.
I just don't hook because I'm afraid to miss
You're
it.
Nah, you just gotta take the risk. You miss every shot you don't take, Shiver.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. Wise lessons. Mind control. Wrapping around on the bottom lane. Wants to go for Sam H. He's got a roar available.
There's the Firefly.
There's the roar.
Turns around.
And the axes, and Batrider is entangled, and that makes him go down.
There's a Jakiro TP. He
I'm
might
not-
regret this.
He is regretting this, very much so. He is getting some help from the Lycan. Maybe he set up a kill for mind control, but no! He gets speared back to base, still to chase on, but he's not going to get the kill. Mind
Oh, and he
control
gets
anymore,
rooted
and
too.
He gets rooted, of course he does. Maduma Man. He still goes down. Cuckoo comes in with a haste rune.
They should know that mind control's down there. I think Cuckoo chases this.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a scan. Is scan available for the Dire team? Yes, it is. But
Cuckoo's trying to game sense this, but mind control has the hawk out, trying to sense when he walks past. He's got the Tranquil Boots healing him now too. Cuckoo
yeah, he's fine.
not gonna end up going for this.
Miracle's actually coming in. Taking the farm.
Just takes one creep and walks away.
That'll teach him. Ooh, doppelganger use, but Cuckoo he's not going to commit. He has got a couple of stick charges. But
Yeah,
no
up at bottom,
Sonic
Raven.
Wave. Yeah, mind control came back out and make sure that the Lycan that didn't have his wolf form anymore gets punished for overextending. He was very deep without any assistance.
Yeah. Plus, Matama Man is the best at fortuitous routes.
I mean, at this point, it's just skill. Just fix it. Whenever he needs the root.
Силы света укрепили
Really feel like not to overthink it, but I think you do go for the dive there. You just because you know that the Beastmaster TP down there. There's no other way that he can get there fast. Plus the Queen of Pain had blocked off that.
You mean Cuckoo when he...
Yeah, because he blinked forward, so he knows that he has to
Yeah.
be down there. I think it's worth the scan, just as a hindsight note.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a hard call to make, but you probably still try to do it.
Let's see, yeah, this is scouted out. The wolves are here with vision. So they know GH and Mind Control are hanging about this tower, and they might actually choose to fight this. Tim's coming in as well. Tim's is level 6 by this point. We have wolf form up again in a second. They might try to make something happen here. They're looking for it. The roar comes out on Tim's. He's gonna start this all off, and that means that Tim's is down. They do get GH, and Raven, he's not done yet. He's looking for mind control. The wolves have got the scent of this Beastmaster, and this Beastmaster is definitely not a master of the other beast. Raven does get feared away, however. Cuckoo's still on the chase. Raven coming back in, mighty speedy. His wolf form ended, and mind control realizes he's done for. He's just gonna stand there and take it like a man.
He tried a suicide though. That was pretty cool.
With the boar?
Yeah. He tried to. The boars were gonna get revenge.
Oh,
Oh.
Sam H! You're dead! Hey! Zeus, I already used his ult once. Actually. My bad.
That was weird. He just sort of got nuked by 3 different things and went down. And
I mean,
they're
there's a
gonna
lot
run
of
a
nuke
Cuckoo.
damage on Liquid.
They're gonna pop the shrine.
Yeah, and they're gonna go in. Or they want to go in, perhaps. Kuroki?
Who does have his ultimate?
Yeah.
Not quite committing it yet as...
He wants to do it on more than one person, I guess. So he is gonna maybe... Oh, more nuke damage. Gets punished for it. He does let out his ult. He does hit the 2 supports.
Oh, he's gonna go for it, Tim's!
Yeah, gets it too with a nice kick there.
That's a Tim's Earth Spirit.
That's a Tim's Earth Spirit for sure. In the meantime, on the top lane, there is a Matuma Man. A bit of danger. Sam H gets spirited away. They still want to go for that bear, perhaps.
The two dragon dudes.
The master as well.
Look at that root. I told you.
Yeah, he's getting it. But nice lane break. Not enough to take down the bear, unfortunately. Or is it maybe that link dagger? Nah, no way. Overall, though, TNC is doing just fine. Their net worth, obviously, the lone druid is top in the charge, but they're liking their Queen of Pain. Sam H and Cuckoo are doing good. Compared to last game, it's a world of difference.
Compared to the last game, everything's okay.
Last game was a rough one.
Last game, they like 2 minutes from now they get roached.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything fixes that.
Last game, 5 minutes from now they got racked. That doesn't look like it's happening this time. And the problem, you said previous game that you felt like TNC always was lacking a bit of push in their draft. They definitely fixed that with this game because they have the Lycan. So that helps. And they they are going for the Necronomicon. So the Necroboot is gonna be
up at bottom 2. They're gonna pop the ulti. Does it get the kick?
Ooh, that was just in time. Mind control not allowed to teleport out. Gets the roar off, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for Raven. Tibbs actually gets the last hit for that because of the roar, but
it's a short cooldown anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Up at top. Matama Man's still a saving grace, but TNC definitely playing a very fast pace right now. They've got Bat Rider, Blink Dagger. They want to be able to utilize it to kill Matama Man. And here we go. There isn't an ulti up on this Queen of Pain, but Matama Man actually sensing some danger. Gonna switch his position a little bit.
There's a lot of people missing from the map. Look at that show himself to the bear.
Yeah, that was well done by Matama Man. He senses some danger. He originally was on the low ground with this bear, and then he thinks to himself, my tower's being pushed in. It's very likely that they're gonna wrap in around me.
Yep. They lose 2 tier 1 towers. Actually, the push from the Kiro, I didn't even mention that yet, but Liquid Fire helps out a lot as well. So 2 tier 1s drop. Those were the first towers of the game to go down. Miracle might be a little bit of a pickle, but he just doppelgangers out of there. And now Tibbs is the one in trouble. Tries to teleport out and should be A-OK. Who's not A-OK is GH. He's stuck on a cliff and he's standing in fire. Sam H used lasso for that as well.
And if you look at Mind Control's build, doesn't opt to go for the Necro Book immediately, like we said.
Yep.
Instead, preferring to go for the Medallion, but this is a Beastmaster that's going to struggle to find farm around the map. Oftentimes, if you just look at Beastmasters, historically what they do is they push out that top wave with the rest of his team. They take that tier 1 and tier 2 up at top, and then they get control of the jungle and they can farm non-stop, but has to have rotated a little bit too much as the root. I told you!
Oh! Cuckoo comes in though and gets feared instantly, but at least the Chikiro doesn't die.
Oh, and they might actually find something here in mid.
Yep, Mind Control tries to save out Miracle. Miracle lives for the moment. Sam H might not live though. GH is there as well. And that is a dead Bet Rider who was a little bit too deep thinking he could get a hand on the Phantom Lancer. That is Miracle. Oh! Sonic Wave! Down you go!
Mind Control's game has just been...
It's a tricky game.
This is just not the type of Beastmaster game that you want to play. If you can't take that, the enemy safe lane tower, your game becomes so awkward. And this time around, it's TNC that hasn't lost a single tier 1.
Yep. They look quite healthy. Bottom lane. Miracle wants to try and stop this from happening. Tims is here as well as Raven, though. This is a tricky teleport in. Raven is actually just focusing on this tower. The fortification comes out as a tier 1 tower just dropped, so...
all of those summons going on at GH. And he's stuck, although he's going to run around. And the courier goes down, and meanwhile at mid, Kuroki's going to go...
fights all around. GH lives. Kuroki, Sand King does not. 1/7 does not live either.
Yeah. They did lose the courier as well. That bottom tower is being pinged out by TNC. They're saying, guys, they rotated all into mid and back. Let's take this tower. During this time as well, Lycan TP's top instead. So he's going to get control there.
This is like an whole different TNC that we're seeing compared to previous game. They're playing it very clever.
No, they're playing really fast more than anything.
Okay.
Like they make a move, and instead of lingering like they did in the previous games, even if it goes bad, they just move on. There's always a purpose in their direction. They're always making some kind of play that leads to something. It's just smart.
How does Liquid stop this though? Because it feels like, you know, the pace that TNC has set is something that Liquid can't keep up with at the moment.
Yeah, the problem is, normally when you have heroes that have this enormous 1 item power spike, And for Lone Druid, of course, that's going to be the Radiance.
Yeah.
If you're not winning the early, you're not going to risk anything. So you just kind of have to deal with the fact that you're going to lose some fights because you're playing 4v5. And you've got a hero like Phantom Lancer that needs minimum core items as well. Like, he needs that Diffusal just to be even a little bit effective.
How do you name your bear?
What?
The bear is called El Dodge.
Maybe it's the... Wait, oh, that's so cool.
I don't even know how that happened. But, I mean, that's... I'm confused.
I thought it was a cosmetic thing, but...
I mean, it could be.
I think it's a cosmetic thing. It has to be, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, see? So if you name the item, then you get to name your bear?
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, Jakiro! 1-3-7, he gets scouted out. I guess it is only a Jakiro that dies from a 5-man gank. Bro Strike comes out. Actually, Tim's teleports in. They want to fight this. It's going to be too late for the supports, though. They already dropped. Cuckoo is here. Raven as well. Looking for more. Kuroki, he drops as well as Miracle. And they try to get Matuma Man.
Matuma Man would be a huge kill for them here.
Yeah, he's trying to run away. He's maybe getting slowed if Cuckoo gets close enough. It doesn't even need to happen. He just drops regardless. Godlike for Cuckoo right now. He gets a double.
Check GH.
He's trying to cut the wave, making sure that the push doesn't continue there, because that might be scary.
Yeah. They're probably going to still take a lot of damage on this tier 2 tower. They managed to take this one range creep with them. This might even mean the tower's death itself. They don't have Glyph up, and in mid lane, Mind Control blinks out, but again, still doesn't have a lot of farm. That tier 2 tower still ends up going down up at top. This Lycan getting really farmed. Same with the Queen of Pain and Liquid. During the time they were waiting for this Lone Druid Radiance, they might have just let their opportunity slip a little bit too hard.
At the right side, they still have all their wrecks, so their high ground defense is not too bad at all. They just need to play it a little bit to the late game. But late game for TNC, they don't have a too bad lineup for that either. Burrow Strike away for Kuroki. He's not gonna it's unlikely.
Gonna try to make it around the corner, but this is gonna be a Beyond Godlike for Cuckoo, who's just gone off in this game.
Yep.
Some solo kills here and there, making plays with his team.
Miracle a tough time in mid as well.
Yep.
Miracle having a Diffusal Blade, and that's about it. So they're just waiting for their high ground defense, and then hoping that they have enough to deal with it. And they are getting their items up. I mean, with the Radiance there, they definitely have a good shot at getting a solid high ground defense and then holding out until they're on the ground, as you can see, I would say.
Yeah, Zeus ult expended. Miracle gonna barely make it out of there. But still, they're just getting pummeled around the map. I think Roshan is probably the next objective for TNC. Liquid should know that that's coming. And that's not an Aegis that you can give away for free. If Cuckoo gets that, he's going to be able to preserve that godlike streak for quite some time.
Giro getting roared, but there's Tim's around there, so they can't actually go in too deep. But the entangle is there, and that's all he needs. Macropyre gets put out.
The bear's being dragged back.
Yeah, let's see if they can kill him off. They're able to kill off Tim's, and this time Sam H might be in trouble. Definitely more sticky napalms, and Matuma Man, he can teleport out. The rest of his team is not there to back him up, and it turns out Liquid takes that engagement.
Yeah, that's 2 heroes down. Their supports. At the same time, though, they didn't lose the mid tower on the side of TNC. The game kind of resets a little bit for the time being, but it's just base creation tactics more than anything. Like, the Queen of Pain is still immensely powerful. She's got so much farm on her. As DD Rune gonna go to Raven. I would really like to see them go for the Roshan next. We talked about how that was probably gonna be the next objective anyways.
Yeah, there's a Hawk there though from Liquid. Is Liquid in a position to fight that? They have almost got the Blink Dagger for Kuroki, so they would have the level 2 epicenter and the Blink Burrow.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. There's no way that you give that up. We did talk about the reason why so originally when they picked the Sand King, I thought it would go offlane and Zeus would play the 4, right?
Yes.
And the reason for that is being really clear here is Kuro, look at his Blink Dagger timing.
Yeah, it's not been an easy game for him.
Because he's had to buy all the wards. So he hasn't been able to really have opportunity to do too much, and he's been trying to stop his team from just getting run over while this while this lone druid farms.
And it's really difficult getting gold as a support when there's no towers dying.
Yeah.
That makes it extra tricky. In that case, it's not too bad that he had 23 minutes.
Нижнюю башню сил тьмы атакуют.
But the towers are indeed still standing and not even looking too unhealthy. Maybe the mid one slightly, but looking solid for TNC. Maybe this lone druid is able to do something here in mid with a tower. In the meantime, they do lose Sam H on that bottom lane, and it looks like Liquid is putting some extra pressure down. Can they take down this bear? They need more people. They have more people as well. In comes Cuckoo, in comes Raven. No teleport out for you.
They even kill the bear.
Yep, bear first, owner after.
Everyone's got to go full retreat mode right now, but TNC, they smell blood.
Yeah, they have such a great chase potential on their lineup as well, with an Earth Spirit and the Lycan.
Liquid though, they're gonna get their second tower of the game.
Oh, Mind Control just showed himself, and he's invisible. He's got invisible. Lucky guy.
Нижняя башня сил тьмы разрушена.
Second tower though, Miracle, just trying to be the second core that this lone druid needs. TNC again, this Roshan still an open opportunity for them while these two cores are down.
Actually, do they know? I think they saw him walk past with the courier, so.
I think this is a fight that you take if you're Liquid though. You're
Without-
about to have
without
the Zeus
Lone Druid,
ulti.
I mean, you got.
Lone Druid's gonna be up in 10. You've at least gotta. I definitely don't think you give up this Roshan.
Is the Roshan going down too fast? They're not aware of this. Do they have? They don't have the bird here anymore. This is the vision of Team Liquid. They have no clue.
Now it's gonna be way too late.
Yeah.
Рашан убит силами смерти.
That means Aegis in the hands of Cuckoo, and perhaps soon them trying to go high ground, because that type of fight is very different from the type of fights they've been taking so far.
Yes. You notice, by the way, there's just a ton of clarities being purchased
By who?
on TNC. They both got broken because of the Zeus ult that just came out, but everyone's just spamming clarities. I like it. It means that you get to play this really fast pace where instead of having to go back to base just to heal for mana, which is incredibly annoying.
And nobody is mana boost.
Yeah. So that's why they have to continuously do it.
Wouldn't you say that getting mana boots on a Jakiro, or maybe even on Earth Spirit, is just a little bit better
Oh, for sure.
than buying clarities all the time?
Maybe on the Earth Spirit this game.
Верхнюю башню
Jakiro
сил
usually goes to the
тьмы
Tranquils just because he needs the armor.
Yeah. Hello, Matuma man.
Or the move speed, I should say, sorry.
Did the... Oh, they don't know. They don't know! Hello.
Oh, now
They know. Hello. Bye.
That is your highest net worth hero. Goodbye.
Yeah, that is a dead player. I think that Mind Control is very deep here as well, so trying to maybe cut the wave has a chance to in case the push comes out. They're having a very good time making sure that those waves are constantly in the right position for Team Liquid. They can't really do much with it. Mind Control with the Shadow Blade finds himself Tims with the Roar as well as the Axis. Could be looking to get a kill here. Can Tims get himself out? Blink away from Mind Control.
Tims isn't really sure where he wants to go. But meanwhile, while that happens, Cuckoo finds another kill. That's number 14 for him. Miracle gonna run up, trying to avoid this. And Liquid right now, they're just trying to push in all the waves, make sure that this Aegis doesn't just lead to some kind of Rax push.
Yeah.
And TNC, they're happy to oblige. They're saying, we'll kill you around the map anyways, doesn't really matter. Miracle gonna run into 1437 here though.
Is it at some point not for Liquid, or rather for TNC, that their window is kind of closing? Like they're ahead right now. I guess not even by as much as I thought they were. Like they 5k gold ahead.
It's enough at this point. They've got so much more team fight than them too. Like Liquid, their lineup is predicated on just farm. These two cores, they just need to become stronger.
They have to go up against Sand King with the Burrow Epi though. This is a scary high ground fight for TNC.
Yeah. They do have BKB on Raven, but you don't want to just blow it immediately.
No.
You are correct in the sense that high ground against Radiance carriers especially is...
Just a different beast.
Yeah, it's really rough to play against right now.
You gotta pick people off all across the map like they have been doing, and then having the lanes in the right position and then go. Like that's the ideal scenario. But also Liquid knows that, so that's why they've been doing the waves, like you said, as much. Making sure that the waves are never in the right position for TNC, and it would take too long for them to get the base after pickoff.
So TNC right now, they push in this bottom wave, mind control. They shadow bladed up actually.
And there is dust available on TNC. Tim's has some. But they're not gonna need it, they're going for mid lane instead. Seeing if someone comes to try and gank Cuckoo.
They push out this bottom wave, then they can make the connect happen. Maelstrom coming online for Raven to deal with that Phantom Lancer in case he does become a problem. Because PL is just a hero that they haven't seen for a while.
Link Lasso, that is GH to the low ground. GH to the high ground with the Force Staff. Not enough though, with the Sonic Wave coming out from Cuckoo.
Mind
They
Control's
find
getting
Mind Control
pretty
as
low
well.
too.
He does not have a Shadow Blade to go at himself away from there, and he gets chased by Cuckoo. Should be another kill for him on the board. Indeed it is, double kill for him. Miracle also outside of the base, also
What?
drops, but he buys back instantly.
They're just dying now.
I think he tried to get in on the back line, maybe get a support or something, but it wasn't even close.
These are really tanky supports.
Yeah, Jakiro is the highest strength gain of any support.
On top of that, he's got a pipe. You're not messing with that guy.
No, you don't want to mess with that guy.
Although
Miracle
Tim's
has to
at
be very
top.
careful.
He's gonna get chased down by the Spare for a second, but Matema Man says this isn't going anywhere. Backs up, but he canceled his TP.
Matuma?
Yeah, he actually canceled his TP, so this is an open Rax, and I don't think TNC knows this.
No, I don't think they do. And then they're not going to force this either, not with the buybacks coming out.
That's gonna reset things a little bit, but from Liquid, very costly.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt them quite a bit. Having to buy back on Miracle, we talked about how he was gonna be. He needs to shine as a second core if they're gonna have any chance of this right now.
Yeah.
But he's just so underfarmed, Sheaver. So underfarmed. They need to shove these lanes in faster, but TNC's playing so fast around the map. When I say fast, I mean instead of stopping to farm neutrals, they're going from
objectives.
yeah, they're going from place to place. They go bottom, then they immediately connect to each other. That's usually what you mean playing fast. Playing slow means you hit these neutrals, you stop on the way, you make sure that you get every single creep, you wait for bounty runes, you do all these things that slow down your play unnecessarily. Whereas TNC, you go up, you shove the wave, you go down, you shove the wave.
Radiant's top shrine.
You skip the wave whenever you can.
Yep. You get the shrines whenever you can. Top shrine already. Liquid knows that something needs to change, so it is smoke time. Miracle actually got pass for the smoke. Here's the. They know exactly where TNC was. Thank Cuckoo, this would be a good find. Zeus ultimate to scout everybody out. They go in first, they find the Jakiro. Jakiro is able to lay down an ice path before he dies. Aegis is gone in the meantime. That was an
getting pretty
Aegis
low.
taken. Kuroki having a bit of a trouble there. Cuckoo alive for the moment, gets a kill. Godlike still. In the meantime, the rest of the fight is happening. Zeus is dead as a Raven, as well as Tim's. Just find them. There's no buyback from the Sand King or Lone Druid or Zeus. This could be a lane of Rax. Miracle is frantically trying to push out the wave in mid. Top lane is also pushed out, so they are lucky that the lanes are in a good spot right now. Raven is trying to stop that, but the creeps are just running away from him.
Yeah, and this is why I stress outpush so much. Because you're in a position where you want to fight, but you've got to reshove in the lanes, meaning whatever advantage that you might have gained by killing those three heroes gets reset by the fact that you can't immediately go for a high ground push.
Yeah.
That's why oftentimes you'll see teams go for the push first. Clear things out, then they'll smoke, and when teams go to solo push it out, that's when you nab a kill here or there, and then you can go for the immediate high ground. Because the fact that Miracle was able to salvage that a little bit by shoving in this mid lane means that TNC didn't really have an opening to capitalize on. Because it's not like there's a Roshan available either. But when it does come, the next Roshan happens, that's when TNC, you don't really have to worry so much about shoving in the waves, because you can kind of brute force down things.
Yeah.
And even if your side lanes are being shoved in, you don't have to worry so much because you're presuming that you're going to win the fight anyways.
So Liquid's still on the back foot, but it is getting to a point where they're having an opportunity to fight back more than before. And that's why we saw them go for the smoking, because they thought they had an advantage. But unfortunately, it didn't really work out that way. What are we looking for Liquid to, like, are they going to contest the next Roshan? Are they in the position to do that?
You're not really, but
Do they have to?
you're going to die a slow death.
So they have to. You have to kind of hope the TNC makes a mistake in the next couple of fights.
You still have really good abilities if you're Liquid, and your high ground strength is still there, but I feel like it only takes just a little bit more to tip things really hard in TNC's favor, if not already. It's 12k lead, everyone on their team is farmed. You saw in the last fight when they all in on this Jakiro.
Yeah. And he still got the ice path off.
Yeah.
To delay.
He's got a Force Staff now too, so killing him is going to be even harder. Not that it was easy to begin with.
No, he is very, very tanky. For support. a lot more tanky than we've seen GH and Kuroki having a rough time staying alive. Also in terms of levels, Kuroki level 13, lowest level of TNC is level 17.
That is the 5-position Sand that we were so concerned about. It wasn't even the Zeus so much as it was the Sand King.
And they smoke up again. Look for a target. They might find Raven. Got the Beastmaster. Ah, they find him.
There
The
we
Burst
go.
Strike is there as well.
Pop everything.
Alright, you got him, guys. And he does not have buyback. And this is a time where Roshan's actually up. This could be huge.
That is a really sloppy death because of that reason alone. Roshan is up. Bottom lane is relatively shoved in. Like, the only reason you're down there is to die, really.
That's not a good reason.
Yeah, that's just a sloppy death because now Liquid have this opening. If he doesn't die there, TNC, they push out the waves up at top. You just let Sam H.
Nice bad macro fire coming up from 137.
Oh, this is huge for them though.
Yeah, it's a good
This is
place
still
to
a fight that Liquid wants to take though. It is 4v5, but
oh, that bear is already dead. Burrow epicenter coming out from Kuro though. Almost kills off Tim's and the 137,
doesn't
but
quite die, though.
doesn't. Sam H drops the Miracle, but Miracle is already on the retreat. His Cuckoo is on his tail. He's trying to get him. Kuroki not
he
able to
knows
get
which
away
one
from
is
this
real.
one. There you go. 1437 gets him, and Miracle drops as well. That is a 5-man wipe, and they didn't
Now they go
even
down mid.
have a Lycan.
that was still a fight that Liquid had to take though. It was a 4v5. If you lose that fight, the game most likely ends anyways. That's a risk that you have to take just because of the numerical advantage. This side lane up, pushing. Same with mid and Liquid. I mean, this should mean the game in TNC's favor. Because they can just go back for a Roshan if anybody from Liquid comes back alive, forces the buyback, but TNC knows there's no way Liquid has the money for
even
it.
if Sankin buys back, what's he gonna do? He doesn't have epicenter, he would just die.
There's a pipe available on the side of TNC.
Yeah,
At minimum, this is
that
going to
made
be
all
2
the
sets.
difference. That's the only reason that Tim's was able to live through that epicenter in the pit. And unfortunately for Kuroki, it was only Tim's in the pit, so he was the only one that was even brought low. So that is 1 lane of Rax looking to get 2, looking to
this is
get
gonna be mega
3.
creeps.
Raven is back in this as well. He's got a BKB available as he was not in the previous fight, so he didn't need to use anything. He does get forced back by the Lone Druid, top lane. Not getting forced back just yet. Again, the melee creeps. No mega creeps just yet. Ooh, BKB and Roar, like it. In trouble. Raven has got wolf form in a second, though. Might be enough. He's getting burst strike. No, the force staff just in time from Tim's, the savior. Raven now in wolf and now in aggression.
Oh, Matama Man in the backline though. Gonna go down for this.
He's trying to get back to base. Not gonna happen. Cuckoo hasn't died yet for ages. He's 20-2. Mind control outside of his base as well. And Raven, he's looking for revenge for that roar earlier. He's gonna get it too with the help of Tim's. Nobody dead inside of TNC. And 1 lane of Rax left standing on the bot lane.
It's completely unprotected though. This range Rax has been lowered a little bit. Shrines are going down to Miracle looking for the chase, but that is 5 heroes alive from TNC. 22k gold lead. TNC showing again. They don't give up free games. They might be splitting, but they're splitting series with the best of them.
Yep. And they're able to hold like really the difference in playstyle for this game compared to last game as well. I just felt like maybe last game the draft was not really in their comfort zone.
Definitely not. It forces you into a weird position because you don't really want that Tinker last pick because we talked about the issue. You have an Ember, so you don't have a high ground core, meaning even if you get advantages, you can't split push. You're sort of just on the defensive at all times, and TNC is not a defensive team.
No,
they've got to play aggressive like this.
With, playing this fast pace.
Exactly. So you connect at bottom right now. There's no Aegis. They don't even want to go for this Roshan. I'd say this is the one weird thing about TNC is, for example, when they played against Secret yesterday, they just went for the GG and tried to end the game instead of playing it a little bit more patiently, but play to win. Yeah, but play to win. I enjoy it. They're gonna go for it anyways. There's an Aegis available that's theirs, but they're like, nah.
They get the lasso, they drag out GH and the Zeus. There will be no Zeus in this fight. He buys back though. There will be a Zeus in this fight. Roar actually up on Cuckoo, and he does not have an Aegis. He will die. Loads of money for Miracle as he gets the bounty of the beyond godlike Queen of Pain. Raven realizes he has to run.
That's what I mean, man. Why did they have to do that? Why couldn't they just roach?
They didn't need to do that.
They just needed a roach. It's like most teams are just gonna go like, guys, we have 2 sets of racks down. They have an exposed racks at bottom. Let's just go for a Roshan. They can't kill our Queen of Pain twice. Who does that?
Well, TNC does that. I mean, for anybody that missed the game that they played against Secret, they had a very, very strong lead.
And then they just all bought back.
And then they bought back and died again. They just died back.
Look who's gonna go for the Roshan. I mean, I gotta appreciate that.
Oh, another lasso. This time it is on the Beastmaster. Mind
Oh, he
control
goes down
drops.
fast.
He goes down very fast. It was an ice path as well. It caught the bear. Stam just trying to make sure that he runs out from the fight. He gets flame break there as well. Stam getting very far away from his team though, and he'll pay for that one. In the meantime, it was Miracle that was able to take out Batrider.
Yeah, and not necessarily a fight you want to take like that. They're trying to prevent the Roche, but they're gonna lose the Batrider for it. And
Can they take Roche still? Because Queen
without the
Queen is still
Beastmaster,
not
I don't think
there.
so.
It's not fast enough, you would imagine. But do they know he's here? I think they do. Yeah, they do. They have to.
Make up your mind.
They have a ward in the Ancients. It's hidden, but they haven't. So they knew he was there. Nice ice path from 1 for 3.
They're just gonna lose heroes?
Both die. Yeah, Metal comes out, but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
At
Tim's
this
is gonna
point,
probably fall here too. No, gonna roll himself away. Raven in the backline. GH.
Oh, he's stuck. No, never mind. Not stuck. GH is the one that's stuck.
GH now has no buyback.
You know, and
They
they
know
know
that?
this too. Yes. So this time
This time,
they have learned.
they've learned their lesson. It cost
Yes.
them a little bit,
A little
but
bit.
come on, the game is still.
I mean, that's the game of Dota, right? You learn something every time you play a game.
Everyone has to die for it, but it's no problem.
Make sure that
You like this 1.74 cooldown Shadow Strike? That's incredible. It's already up again. Arcane Rune plus Octarine Core and the cooldown reduction. This is absurd.
And this is a fight. This could be the last one for Liquid if they don't win this. Raven does not have the Aegis. He does have an Echo Shell on him, so he's trying to run. His BKB is ended though. He's got the Eat the Cheese, and he did. And Cuckoo, he is still alive. Cuckoo has got the Aegis. He's fine in this fight. He takes down Miracle.
that
He helps take
swap.
on the rest, and that is Sand King dropping as well. Lone Druid, last one surviving. He's in the base. This could be it. There's no buyback on anybody of Team Liquid.
That was so huge. Being able to swap the chase to their teammate. I love cheese passes because you got to coordinate so
GG.
quickly for it. They're gonna call GG. There's absolutely no point in playing it out. No one's got buyback. They're just gonna get they're gonna get thrown.
What a good game from TNC.
Every one of my predictions was wrong, even though I said that they would off here. I will say though that I wasn't even close on any of them.
I mean, that just means you watched a good game of Dota, right? Nothing happened as it should. Who doesn't love that? What?
Total number of trees destroyed by 30 minutes. I guessed 0 to 50. The correct answer was 520.
There is a Batrider, of course.
So you hit 6, you're good. Your hero's fine. Like it's gonna do all the things that your hero's supposed to do. You have a hero that has a really easy mechanism for denying wards. So you're almost always gonna win the vision game when you're just trading up against other heroes. And right now there's a dearth of heroes that can effectively trade with offlaners, and Zeus is probably pretty good at that. You just get a bunch of clarities and spam Mark Lightning. Like
He's got 3 clarities. He's ready.
It's kind of a weird situation because you know, you typically see GH playing heroes like the Sand King.
Yeah. Midborn playmaker heroes.
Yeah. Okay, so independent of the teams, whose draft do you
30 секунд до начала сражения.
feel like better?
So there's 2 factors here because I'm not really.
His what is
last.
it called? Spirit Lens? Yeah.
Yeah.
I also get the first word in that.
GH is gonna hang out with a bit, seeing if Miracle needs any help. But just like that, also Kuroki is hanging mid as well. So let's take a look at who's playing what. Who I still like to introduce everybody. Cuckoo on the Queen of Pain on the side of TNC, Dire side. We've got Sam H on the Batrider on bot lane. We have Tim's on his signature Earth Spirit. Jakiro for 1-4-3-7. And last but not least, it is Raven on the Lycan. On the side of Team Liquid, Mind Control is playing the Beastmaster. He's going to get some company from his teammate Kuroki on the Sand King, but he's first going to see Tim's rolling in. There's a Jewel Breath as well, slowing him down. The Lycan Howl is there, but there's not enough damage, and the tower scares them off, just like Kuroki scares them off as well. He's got that Burrow Strike available, but didn't need to use it at all. In the mid lane, it is Miracle on the Phantom Lancer, and on bottom, it's a dual lane at the moment with Tubaman's Lone Druid, another signature hero there, and GH on the Zeus that we also saw hanging about mid earlier.
Everything's going pretty good right now for Liquid. They were tops in CS, but not a lot of conclusions that you can draw just off the beginning of this game. Nothing too severe has happened. For me anyways, Sam H getting this amount of levels in this bottom lane already is really promising. We talked about how Zeus is probably going to trade, but it doesn't seem that effective.
He's just walking back and forth, he's getting the runes, seeing where he goes back middle or maybe back bottom. Maybe gets more runes. There's an invis rune actually at the bottom spot.
Yeah, and Miracle, just going to double walk forward and...
Oh, he might pay for that one. Doesn't have a double walk, and they know this too. Tim's, he's taking a lot of damage. Gets the kickoff still. Cuckoo chasing out Miracle. That
Miracle should be dead here.
There is GH helping out. The Fairy Fire is not keeping Miracle. Convinced by the Zeus support, but I'm also not convinced by the Earth Spirit's support. That being said, it is a Tim's Earth Spirit, and I know that he is really good at the hero. So I would imagine I actually like TNC's draft a little bit more in this case.
Okay.
And that is mostly because of the Zeus.
Fair.
And I'm not too much of a fan of Lone Druid either.
I'm gonna get all my predictions right now, by the way.
Okay.
Битва начинается.
I'm feeling quite confident about this as TNC. Look at this trap that they've set.
Yep.
They can get both.
They are gonna try to get both. Kuroki's gonna be the first target. He is gonna try to burrow himself away, maybe chase him about a bit, buying some time for Miracle to get out, but Miracle was fine regardless. He also didn't see skill doppelganger yet. He's not forced to do that. He's also thinking he's fine to go back to base. That might have been a little bit too greedy of him. The dual breath misses though. That means that
oh, this is really cool. Cuckoo can now level his blink because he knows that the mid PL doesn't have
Miracle alive. GH is
Cuckoo's
looking for
really
the kill.
low.
Kuroki will get the burrow out, take the kill.
That's that support duo. You doubted it, Shiver, but
I did.
look at them go. Let's ignore the fact that their PL died first.
But at the same time, you got a Lone Druid and a Beastmaster on the top and bottom lane, and those two don't need that much help, so they actually can help out mid a lot. They are free to rotate like that without too many consequences that are negative for the other lanes.
Yeah. The interesting thing for me right now, the Spat Rider, not sure what Liquid solution is going to be about it. Just because Matama Man, like, this isn't the best one-on-one situation for him in general. And this top wave, this Beastmaster, doing a pretty good job actually. He has 9 CS, despite the fact that he was originally against 3 different heroes. This